A family from Japan. The Yukita family is a typical Japanese family. The Yukitas have put everything that they own outside their house so that this photograph could be taken. Meet the family. The Yukita family lives in a small two-story house on the edge of Tokyo, Japan's largest city. They only have to walk 5 minutes to reach Mio and Maya's grandparents' house. There is not much space in Tokyo, so houses are built close together. The Yukitas don't have a yard of their own, but there is a park close by. Japanese people have learned to live with danger of earthquakes. Long ago, people believed that earthquakes happened when a giant catfish shook its tail in the ocean. We have a normal-sized family for Japan today, but in the old days, families were much bigger. My mother had 7 children, including me, says Sayo. A home of their own. Houses are expensive in Japan, so the Yukitas are lucky to own their home. The house has 5 small rooms, but it's modern and has everything the family needs. The Yukita family owns another house in the countryside. Every few months, the Yukitas drive to their other house to enjoy the fresh air and open spaces. Crowded cities. Mountains cover most of Japan, so most Japanese people live on flatter land along the coast. To make new pieces of land, engineers drain off water from the sea. In the cities, some roads are built on top of buildings because there's not enough room on the ground. The Yukita's house has 2 floors. The bedrooms and bathrooms are upstairs, and the kitchen and living room are downstairs. The latest technology. The television in the living room has the latest technology. The remote control has a special button so that the family can listen to a program in either Japanese or English. Mio and Maya like to watch cartoons on television. Kazuo prefers to watch the sports programs. Before bedtime, Mio likes to relax in front of the television with a cold drink. Keeping warm. Like most families in Japan, the Yukitas do not have heating in their house. When it's cold in the winter, they have an extra pile of blankets to cover themselves and keep warm. Bedrooms. Mio and her sister share a room in which there are bunk beds. Kazuo and Sayo sleep on a futon in the bedroom. A futon is a traditional type of bed that is made out of planks of wood and is covered with a mattress. Mio's bedroom is the best place for peace and quiet. This is where she does her homework. We always take off our shoes before we go indoors. It shows respect for a person's home, and it also keeps the place clean, says Mio. Food and cooking. Choosing ingredients. Sayo is an excellent cook, and she makes sure the family is well fed. Luckily, Sayo has plenty of stores nearby, so she can spend time looking for the ingredients that she needs. The supermarket has plenty of choices, with food from all over the world, but Sayo usually buys fresh vegetables from the local store. The Yukitas have a lot of machines to make life easier. Sayo finds the microwave very useful. A careful cook. Japanese food is very different from food in other countries, but it is becoming popular all over the world. One very expensive dish is cooked fugu, which is a puffer fish. The cook has to be very careful. Eating the wrong part of the fish can kill you. Breakfast. In the morning, Sayo prepares toast and coffee for the whole family. Sayo always makes sure the children eat breakfast before they go to school. Sayo stops at the supermarket for some last-minute dinner ingredients. Sayo is proud of her kitchen. She always keeps it spotlessly clean. Lunchtime. Mio and Maya have lunch at school with their classmates. Some Japanese food is quite unusual. Mio's favorite snack is a grasshopper cooked in soy sauce and sugar. It is delicious. Manners. The girls know that it is important to have good table manners. Sticking your chopsticks upright in your rice is very rude in Japan. Mio and her school friends have lunch in one of the classrooms. Family supper. The evening meal is a good time for the family to sit down together and share the day's news. Before eating, the family says "itadakimasu" to thank people who produced the food. Sayo believes that it is important to arrange the food beautifully on each plate. She likes to make sushimi, which is raw fish on top of a bed of rice. Kazuo likes to eat his sushimi with wasabi. This is a spicy sauce made of herbs, horseradish, and soy sauce. Sometimes the Yukitas like to watch television while they're eating. Working hard. Kazuo works for a company that sells foreign books. He's always very busy checking the right books have arrived. Kazuo likes to make sure that all his customers are happy. Kazuo's brother is a special kind of doctor called an acupuncturist. He treats illnesses by pricking his patient's skin with needles. Acupuncture is an ancient kind of Chinese medicine. Modern technology. Japanese companies are world famous for making the latest designs in cars and electronics. Japanese televisions, stereos, cameras, cars, and kitchen equipment are sold all over the world. Kazuo has lots of suits. He likes to look nice at work. Getting to work. Kazuo's job is in the middle of Tokyo, so he has to travel to work by train. The journey takes an hour and a half, and he has to change trains twice. Kazuo catches up on the news on his way to work. The trains always run exactly on time. I usually reach the platform about a minute before my train arrives, says Kazuo. Working at home. Sayo is very busy at home. She gets up half an hour before everyone else to make the family's breakfast. Sayo takes a lot of care to make sure that the house is clean and tidy. At the end of the year, Mio and Maya help their mother to clean every corner of the house. This gives their home a fresh start for the new year to come. We don't have space to dry clothes indoors, so I use a special pole to hang my washing out the window. The wind does the rest of the work, says Sayo. Going shopping. Sayo goes to the local stores twice a week to buy food for the family. Sometimes she bumps into her friends while she's shopping and stops to talk. Sayo finds it difficult to carry lots of bags of shopping, especially during hot weather. Sayo mops the floor while the rest of the Yukitas are out. That way no one will slip on the wet floor. School life. Every morning, Sayo walks with Maya and Mia to their school to make sure that they get there safely. Each school day is 7 hours long, although there are breaks during the day. Maya and Mio both love sports. They really enjoy gym classes when they can play games such as volleyball and play on the ropes in the gym. During their break, Mio likes to skip rope while her friends sing and clap. Mio gets lots of homework. She likes to have all her books near her desk. Studying hard. A school day in Japan starts at 8:30 a.m. and ends at 4:30 p.m. Children have to go to school on Saturdays. Many children take extra lessons in the evenings and on Saturday afternoons to help them pass very difficult exams. Before school, I like to meet my friend Akiko. Today we're playing with her new camera, says Mayo. Passing tests. Mio has to work very hard so that she can pass the examinations to get into a good junior high school next year. To improve her chances, Mio spends some time every evening doing her homework. On Saturday morning, she attends Juku, where she has extra lessons in the subjects that she finds more difficult. Mio also enjoys her lessons in Japanese dance. She is practicing hard for a school show at the end of the year. Mio's teacher puts the best work of the class on the classroom walls. Starting school. Maya does not have to worry about examinations yet. She has only just started to go to school. Maya enjoys learning how to count and how to write the difficult Japanese alphabet. I'm glad I don't have exams yet. My sister always has to work really hard, says Maya. Leisure and play. Getting away. During the long summer vacation, the Yukitas sometimes go abroad. The family has already visited Europe and Hawaii. Someday, Sayo hopes to go to the United States to visit an old school friend. Holidays. Many Japanese families spend their spare time in the mountains. There are beautiful waterfalls and the famous volcano Mount Fuji. In the winter, there is enough snow for people to be able to ski. Japan also has its own Disneyland. Maya often practices playing the family piano. I walk our dog in the park near our house. His name is Izamaru, and he is nearly as big as me, says Maya. On weekends. The Yukita family is often busy on weekends. Mio swims in the local swimming pool on Sunday mornings. She practices for 2 hours with 100 other children. Maya is learning how to play the piano and has lessons on Saturdays. Mio wears goggles when she's swimming. They keep the water from stinging her eyes. Meeting friends. Kazuo likes to rest on Sundays, but sometimes he goes to a karaoke club with his friends. He enjoys singing along to his favorite songs, even though he sings completely out of tune. Kazuo enjoys a night out at the karaoke club. The future. A change for women. Mio and Maya both want to do well at school so they will be able to have good jobs when they grow up. More women in Japan are choosing to have fewer children and to have jobs as well. The girls already have plans for their careers. Mio wants to be a doctor when she grows up, and Maya wants to be a famous musician. Mio and her mother have fun when they go shopping. School is finished for the day, so these children enjoy running down their local street.